Good morning. Happy Sunday, and thanks for being with us this morning. It is the Sober Squad. What Sober Squad assemble.
Yay!
Let's get ready to rumble.
Trademark improvement 2 days in a row.
Right.
Let's get some high energy in this YouTube video right now. I'm Lindsay, and Adam.
I'm the heathen.
TSH. And this morning we want to bring some motivation for today, for the week. Let's set some intentions. Because we're gonna have a good freaking week next week, right?
That's right.
Let's do it. So, who wants to start? We all have come up with a few different things we want to share with you guys, and then share some stuff with us too in the chat. That would be awesome. If you have any readings you want to share, any motivation,
this is pretty cool. We got 6 people from X already listening in, which is beautiful.
Oh yes.
Well, I'll go. Last week was kind of a shit show for me. Grandma has been up and down tremendously, but tomorrow we have a meeting. We're going to talk about what kind of options we have for home care with this medical group that have already assigned a nurse and a social worker to her. She was holding her head up yesterday. She's 99 and she's not giving up, and she's not fighting me on, although I walk in the room and I say, "Hey, Grandma, how you doing?" "Hi, Scotty.
Oh.
Can I go home today?" "No, still can't go home today, Grandma. Remember meeting on Monday?" Oh, yeah. Okay. But she's inspiring in just the fact that she's 99. She can't get out of a bed, and she's still trying to be positive. And, so if I can hold on to that kind of positivity and bring that into my life, because let's face it, she's 99, and her time is coming sooner than later, and she's facing it with a brave soul, and she's not the happiest person because she's stuck in a rehab right now, but she still laughs and makes jokes, so she's my inspiration for this upcoming week. How about that?
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Adam, what about you? Anything on your mind?
I'm coming down with a cold.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's still bueno.
I woke up all junky, so yeah, it is what it is. But I get to sit through a week of training next week, so that's going to be fun.
You get paid for it?
I do get paid for it.
Then it's fun.
Oh, it'll be all right. How about you?
Well, we're going into a new week, and I'm trying to set intentions. Just really set my mind right in the morning, because sometimes, very often, I can wake up on the wrong side of the bed and I already start off saying, "Oh my God, today's going to suck." And then it does suck because I told myself it's going to suck. And then I find more things, I stub my toe, and then, and then I'm whatever, just, it keeps going.
You keep fixating on all the things that reinforce that thought. That actually segues perfectly. So you were telling me to find a meditation. So I went over to my bookshelf and pulled off this book. I don't know. I bought this a long time ago when I was in treatment and never actually read it, flipped through it a few times. But I literally just opened it up to see what I would find. And what came up was called An Examination of My Use of Time. Now, these are prayers or meditations from the Jesuit priest community, but this one is actually not really churchy. So I'll read it to you.
Cool.
It's more of a poem. It says, "How do I kill time? Let me count the ways. By worrying about things over which I have no control, like the past, like the future. By harboring resentment and anger over hurts real, or imagined. By disdaining the ordinary, or rather, what I so mindlessly call ordinary.
Ooh.
By concern over what's in it for me, rather than what's in me for it. By failing to appreciate what is because of might have beens, should have beens, could have beens. These are some of the ways I kill time. And so I just thought it was kind of profound that you're like, hey, go find a meditation. It's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And it's like, son of a gun, this is exactly kind of what we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. So
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, so if you dissect that thing down, worrying over things over which you have no control, acceptance, resentment, harboring resentment, real or imagined wrongs that were done to you. My favorite one, though, is by disdaining the ordinary, or rather what I call so mindlessly ordinary. By thinking about things that probably are quite miraculous when you think about them. But because of not being present in the moment, I gloss over it. That's my favorite one out of that.
Yeah, that's kind of, we were talking about that last night too, about living in the moment and just totally going to waste, missing where we are because of that.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's a good message.
Yeah.
I'm setting intentions for the week to ask for help and guidance when I need it. Try to be where my feet are, as we just said. Really remind myself of that in the morning. Try to direct my thoughts to someone else or something else that's not unhealthy for me, not self-absorbed and self-obsession. What else do I want to do? Also, of course, I always want to say to myself and others that nothing this week requires a drink or a drug or to act on any addiction of mine. No need for it. So it doesn't hurt repeating over and over again.
Absolutely not.
You know? What else?
So I got a reading from Beyond Belief Dailies. This is from yesterday because today was kind of dumb. But I'm going to read this one. And I think it kind of ties into the week that we've had on social media here and there. But I'll read the quote up top, and then I'd like to read the two paragraphs right below it that are short. The quote says, "There is somebody who knows better than anybody, and that is everybody." So it's like, to me, that's saying, we need to remember to be humble because we might be an expert in some area, but there's something else that we don't know anything about. And somebody else, we can always learn something from other people. That's what I take from that. And so be humble and be willing to learn. And I think that's something that the three of us like to do. I know that, I like to put controversial things out there or things that I know people will think is controversial and they think I'm just starting to start a fight. No, I want to learn because I may think the opposite of what I post, or I may think exactly what I post. I want to hear the other side of it. And that's how I grow, I feel like.
Yeah.
I love that.
To provoke thoughts. Not
Yes.
necessarily arguments, but thoughts.
Yeah, I always use the word discussion. Let's have a discussion.
Yeah.
Let's not fight. And so these two paragraphs here, they kind of reiterate that a little bit. It says, gaining a conscious or gauging popular opinion isn't the same as informed group conscious. The more democratic aspect of the 12 and 12, and again, this is a secular book, but it still uses the traditions of AA. The most democratic aspect of the 12 and 12 life is that we are here today. We are tied for first place in influence. We are each entitled to one vote, just like anyone else. Tenure in martyrdom don't earn a second vote no matter what. If we value our fellowship and want it to be here for the next generation, we need to be aware of the issues and contribute to the conversation as responsible members. Criticizing our fellowship or group isn't disloyal. Literalists and radicals both love the fellowship. The minority view deserves a second chance. Opinion is sentiment, and although it may be popular, we must weigh it against what is true and just. If we are resisting an idea, have we just dug our heels in? Respecting traditions doesn't mean resisting change. Oh, we don't need to change. There is always extinction. I thought that was really fucking good.
That's really fucking good.
Yep.
Thank you. Like that's really that post. Let me see the book. Do you have it, or do you have a copy of it?
I have the digital copy on my PC.
Okay,
right?
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it too. That's good.
I'll post this in the chat.
Cool. Yeah, well, that goes with what we've been talking about too for weeks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
How interesting is that?
So the title of the book is Beyond Belief, Agnostic Musings for a 12-Step Life. Finally, a daily reflection for non-believers, free thinkers, and everyone.
Cool.
Cool. I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, I dig that. That's really good. 1 second. I have a good one in here.
I'll see if I can send you guys this on X, by the way. The book.
All right.
What is today again? The date? 11th?
Yep.
2/11. Valentine's Day's in 3 days.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like this one.
Let's talk about intentions. I like this is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that really helped me in early sobriety, even though I wasn't working a traditional sober program, I was working a very structured program, was to take time on Sundays and reflect on the previous week, the wins, the losses, the things I should have done better, the things that I thought were good, and apply those forward. And we called it it's called a general's tent. It's like a debrief brief type scenario. Is kind of how you went through it through the workbook. But sitting down, what I really learned from this is intentions are kind of your way of telling basically the universe what you're going to do. This is what I intend to happen. This is what I want to happen. And I like to use that, but think about it from more of a psychological perspective, because what we place our attention on, we give our energy to, and which means what we place our attention on, we're going to work on. So if I intend to do something and I place my attention on my intent, then I can't help but to follow through on those intents. And so some days are a great day, depending on how you want to think about it. It's either the end of the week, the beginning of the week, but it's before the next first day of the work week. So by setting a few key tasks, things you want to accomplish by the end of the week, you can then kind of backtrack and backpedal, back plan how you're going to get that accomplished by the end of the week. So like, by the end of the week, I want to have a website built. Well, I can set actionable objectives to have accomplished, and I can break it down.
Actionable objectives.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
it gives you a step-by-step for your week so that your week is productive. I mean, you can literally make your week productive. And then setting that, once you start seeing yourself following through on your small actionable objectives, you get confidence, your energy boosts. It's like a big snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you gain momentum, and you keep that momentum going. It all applies over to sobriety as well. So it's the same concept that you can take from a productivity standpoint. You can apply it to your sobriety.
Yeah. Yeah. What we do at work, what I do at work is, as a recovery coach, is we do what's called a recovery plan. So we pick 3 goals to accomplish in 90 days. But what the important thing is, when you meet once a week, there's 3 action steps for every goal. And so you want to try to take out one of those action steps each week. And then at 90 days, goal or less, the goal should be completed. And just to be able to come in and everybody's different there, but I know for me, like, I feel good, like, oh, all right, you got that action step done. Look, man, you're right around the corner. You know what I mean? Like, You did the resume thing. You did whatever it was that we're working on.
Yeah.
And you can feel the productivity.
Yeah. And seeing yourself checking off, those action steps. We go back to the conversation from last night. Is that anticipation?
Mm-hmm.
There's that dopamine helping you out.
Yep.
But also by seeing yourself doing these things and checking it off, you're basically programming the part of your brain called the reticular activating system to focus on the things that you want. It's like when you say, you know what, I really want a red Tesla. All of a sudden you start seeing red Teslas everywhere.
Right.
Because the reticular activating system is going, all right, where's red Teslas? And so when you take what you want and you focus on that, and then you start analyzing your life and your day to show you where you were able to accomplish or make steps toward achieving that goal, your brain goes, hey, look, see, you're doing it. Let's keep going. And it's a self-perpetuating cycle, which is what we want. It's the exact opposite of the self-perpetuating cycle of addiction.
Yeah.
Good explanation. I like that.
Intent and energy in setting goals is awesome.
What about goals? So I don't remember if I was talking to you guys about this or if I was on here solo the other day talking about the whys. I know we talk about this a lot amongst us. Adam, especially you brought up the other day, the whys of like your goals, like what you always say this too, and it's been on my mind a lot that we always know what we don't want, but we don't really always have in mind
what we do want.
what we do want. And
Yeah.
so is that part of your goal setting, like really getting down to it for the week, or how do you implement that into your intentions?
I do. I haven't been as good at it lately with keeping up with, actually dedicating work towards that.
Mhm.
In the beginning, I was definitely something I wanted, out of my parents' house. I wanted more time with my daughter. Developing a hardcore why gives you something to work towards.
Mhm.
And working towards something is always going to be more powerful than running from something. But the problem is running from something is fight or flight, and it's easy to run from something because our brain naturally just kicks in and uses that built-in what's the word I'm looking for?
Smoke detector, alarm system.
The animal, the hind brain, it's the fight or flight.
The reptile brain.
Yeah. And so it's easy. It's built in. We can just turn it on and run from what we don't want. But going out and accomplishing something, it's why it's difficult. But it's infinitely more powerful for you to stay motivated with.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it down. Running from what we want is easier than running to.
Then
What we want.
Discovering where you want to go and going there. Yeah.
Yeah, my goal is to start being more vulnerable, just in everyday life, really, which I think connects to ego. Trying to take the ego out of some of my decisions and things like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. And really just trying to decide, where am I going? What do I exactly want? Because I need to refine my pathway more,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you said that.
What do you do on Sundays, Scott?
We
talk about aliens.
Sundays are just kind of the day that I try to let go of all that. Like, I think it's a good idea what you guys are saying, to plan for the week on Sunday, but try to get things done on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday is just kind of the reboot day, and just let it go. Try not to have any expectations for the day or any. Obviously there's like like even yesterday, like Miley got, we'd get the laundry done and everything. The dishwasher's full, so now I'd just undo that stuff. Put the stuff away, and try to have a Sunday that's just kind of, want to kick back on the couch and watch a movie, and that's the reset.
Yeah.
Because I have the tendency of turning Monday. I tend to awfulize Monday starting today. So I have to do things like this. I have to play video games. I have to talk to my kids. So I'm not like, oh my God, I'm going to go to work tomorrow, which is stupid. And I hate that because it's like I get to go to work because I'm not in treatment. I'm not in jail anymore. These are good things.
So is one thing that's popular term now that I've never understood. Is that what the scary Sundays are?
My friend started saying that, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I get the scaries."
Yeah, I kept saying that, like pop up with stuff. I was like, "How do you deal with the scary Sundays?" I'm like, "What?"
Fork.
Yeah,
it's like anxiety and like thinking like, "Oh no," like impending doom of Mondays.
And you know what it is, and I hate being the SOB doing the generational thing. But it's the damn young millennials saying shit like that. I hate being grouped in with the millennials because I'm not a millennial. I mean, by year born, okay, yes, but less.
I'm a boomer.
I have refused to even realize what those terms mean. Like, I will not look into them. I don't know what range the boomers are. I don't know what range the millennials are. I don't know. I don't want to know because I don't want to start doing that. Like, when I get into politics, it was Republican, Democrat, then it was conservative, then and then it was liberal, and then it's far right, then it's far left, and it's like you start trying to label all these people. Like, it's just it's insane.
Oh shit!
Just it. You and I are on the border of one.
No, don't admit that. Don't put that in the world.
On the
Boomers
border
are
of
like
one?
my parents' generation.
So what is it then? What am I on the border of?
Boomers are
Millennial
hard
what?
workers. Boomers are hard workers.
Okay.
Boomers are also stubborn bastards. This is my assumption when I hear that. Suck it up, Buttercup. Rub some dirt on it. That type of shit. That's how I feel when I hear that term.
Do that again.
No, that's a heat of the moment thing, man.
In the heat of the moment. Well. I think we need some more.
Well, I think we've had some pretty good motivating factors. Like we've talked about eliminating labels. We've talked about setting goals and action steps, or and baby steps to get to those goals. To have Sunday be a day to decide what you want, or a day to just reset and start the week fresh. I mean, I think these are all quality things that somebody could find some use out of.
Yeah. Well, let's answer a really big question.
What?
Is Taylor going to make it to the Swifty Bowl tonight or not?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is she going to the Super Bowl? Is she in it?
So
she's like apparently flying back from Japan and not supposed to make it. So
why do you know this?
Because there's actually odds in Vegas right now as to whether or not she makes it to the game.
Oh man, I can only hope because like seriously, dude, if I just wish I'm going to call them the Kansas City Swifts from here on out.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
Kansas City Swifts, dude. Because I'm not watching the game. I don't think I'm going to watch the game because I'm so annoyed by this already. Like, it shouldn't annoy me, but it's like, okay, so here's how lame I get about it. Okay, so how many players on that team have significant others that are there in the fan? I know they're not famous,
right?
But they're there supporting them. Their story's better. They probably had to sell their dog to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, there's family members that had to go on the black market and cut a kidney out to get to that fucker to see their family play. And we're like, oh my God, Taylor Swift, she is so great. Oh my God, she's there every game cheering her man on. Oh my God. And it's like, dude, it's just another Sunday for her. That's like,
I don't get. What I don't get about it is the people who are hardcore bashing the NFL, the Chiefs, and everybody for her being there, and then all the people that are hardcore supporting her for being there. I'm like, why do you care that much? There's so many other things I'd rather give my attention and energy to.
Yeah, she's supposed to be there.
Thanks for bringing it up. Then
it's interesting to watch. I find it funny.
Yeah, I think she should be there because that's what you do when you have a significant other and support them. I think it's great that she's there. I just don't want to hear about it anymore.
Yeah, right. every third, play, zooming up to the box.
Oh, Kelsey with a catch. Let's see what Taylor's doing.
Stupid. I have some stuff to read when you guys are done frolicking around over here.
Oh, come on, it's Sunday.
You asked for frolic before we went on the live, and we're giving you fucking frolic. You'll like
it. And I don't like Taylor Swift. I think she's stupid.
Is she like your buddy?
I think it's all stupid.
Okay. You're one of those.
You think what's stupid?
She's got a couple good songs. Listen, I'm done with this conversation. I don't even care about her.
I think we found a hot.
I think you do.
I don't even care.
The things that you judge. What was that question?
Don't start with me, Adam. I'd like to read this.
Read it.
You ready?
Yep.
Hold on. There are times when all you can do is survive. Moments when growing doesn't seem like an option and healing feels hundreds of miles away. The trauma and old hurt can weigh so heavily that all you can do is try to stay afloat, to endure another day. If existing takes every ounce of your energy, then that alone is heroic work. People who have revived themselves after almost drowning in trauma do not get enough credit. Even though the pain was massive, they did not stay stagnant or become bitter. They knew the only way out was the path of healing, and they used it to start a new life.
There you
go. Ooh, unpopular truth. What's meant for you will sometimes feel scary, risky, and new. Ease and calm don't always mean you're moving in the right direction, but the biggest rewards usually come from having the guts and perseverance to create your own path.
Ease and calm, I have found out, typically mean I am not moving or I am going in the wrong direction.
Ooh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think if I'm going in the right direction, I have the tools and resources I need to start hacking away at a path. If I can't hack away at the path, let's just say we're cutting through the grass like you talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't, if I'm trying to get through all the weeds and the vines and the shit, but I don't have a machete, that's probably too much of a place for me to be going right now.
True.
But if I got the tools to start making that path, then that's what I should be doing. But if I'm going through, like the park, swinging a machete, we'll probably call the cops.
True.
It's
very good.
Yeah. I think we should definitely always be, like that's personal philosophy. We should always be going slightly uphill.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah.
And then as you get more resources, you can start tackling higher and higher hills. So, but that's that goes back to the whole comfort zone thing too.
Yeah.
You're solidly entrenched inside your comfort zone. It'll be comfortable, but it's not going to be fulfilling.
Mm-mm.
It's not going to be. You're not going to progress. You're not going to grow.
No, not at all. That's kind of what we were talking about yesterday too. I was saying like sometimes I can't tell if I'm just in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just calm or relaxed and everything's just chill. But like, yeah, I don't know how to discern between the two, I guess.
Well, I think if you're just in your comfort zone, then and you look around, you kind of step back and look at your life and what have I accomplished in the last X amount of time, you're not going to really be able to answer that question. But if you're calm and you're not you're in a good place. You get, what have I accomplished in the last X amount of time? You're going to be able to start lifting off things that are new improvements, or, you know, I've progressed here and I've progressed there. And so that's showing you that you are doing the work and you're pushing your boundaries and you're getting better. But if you can't answer that question and you go, what have I progressed in, or how have I improved in the last 4 months? Maybe you are just chilling in your comfort zone.
That's a really good point. When you just said that, I thought about how we need self-care, and I need that kind of rest and relaxation and calm or whatever. But I can usually tell when that's what it is.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, resting on my laurels.
Yeah. I've never understood that phrase, but
resting on your accomplishments and not pushing more.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Well,
what's 11 o'clock here? I'm about to go do some stuff and push my comfort zone.
You go do that.
Everybody have a wonderful Sunday, and we will talk soon.
Go Swifties. Go Swifties.